A good Erev Yom Kippur. I want to share with you a story which really helps my Kavannah when I say Shema Yisrael. We know that's the highlight of Yom Kippur, when we get to say Shema Yisrael with all our heart and all our soul, and we get to scream Baruch Shem Kavod Malchato. And what does it really mean? So there was a man, his name was Pinchas Naftali, and he was stuck in Nazi Germany in the camps. And he decided one day he couldn't take it anymore. He was going to steal some food from the kitchen of the Nazis. He'd rather die than, this unbearable hunger. And he went in there, he took some food, he's eating the food, and he gets caught by the Nazis. And this means death by firing squad. So he's immediately taken to the firing squad, and they line him up, and they're about to shoot him, and he screams with all his heart, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, the last words of a Jew. There's one God. Everything that happens to us is from Him. Screams with all his heart, just like Rabbi Akiva before him. And right at that moment, the Nazi says, wait. He says, I was going to give you an easy death. But after that fiasco, you still believe in God? I'm going to make sure you have a terrible death. And he starts beating him. And he starts hitting him over and over until he's pummeled, till he lies terribly on the floor, unconscious. And he takes him for dead. But he's not dead. He's still alive. And after no one's looking, he wiggles away. But from then on, Pinchas Naftali is no longer the same man. He no longer had his das, his knowledge. He went crazy. And he actually ended up surviving the Holocaust. And he lived another 70 years, but he lived in an institution. And he wasn't able to really, function intellectually. He had lost his mind. And one day, he passed away, and he got a Jewish burial. And no one really knew who this man was, but, they had to give him a good burial. And a woman says, I'd like to say one thing. A woman gets up there, and it was his non-Jewish caretaker. He says, Pinchas Naftali, God will watch over you, and always will we remember your Shema Yisraels. And all of the Jews who were yeshiva bachim, who happened to be at this funeral, and they heard about the Shema Yisrael that this non-Jewish woman is talking about, and they don't know what she's talking about. And he asked her, what's the story? And she said, well, every morning and every evening, the only words that came out of Pinchas Naftali's mouth the entire day, he would always say, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. That was the only words. Amazing. This Shema Yisrael that he had screamed 70 years earlier was etched in his soul. That knowledge that everything is from God and everything is for the best. That everything is from our loving Father. That is the knowledge that we are tapping into when we scream Shema Yisrael every morning, every evening, every night before we go to bed. And that is what we're trying to tap into, that consciousness on Yom Kippur. Go beyond our intellect, go deep into the recesses of our soul to feel that closeness of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Our sins all year long block us from feeling that oneness. But in Yom Kippur, we can feel Hashem takes away our sins so that we can feel that closeness, so we can feel that Shema Yisrael. May you have a beautiful Yom Kippur, and may we walk away after Yom Kippur, new men, more in touch with our souls than ever before.